Hello, hope you all are doing well. Happy autumn, happy October, happy, incredibly stressful middle of the semester kind of time. I can feel the tension coming through the emails that are coming in really quickly this week from all of my classes. Want to check in, talk to you a little bit about the um, literature review and observation report. The literature review, of course, is due this week. Observation report, you have a couple of weeks. So most of you, I think, have an observation topic by now. If you don't, please make sure that you figure that out. If you need help, talk to me as soon as possible. Remember that with this observation, you want to keep it short. You want to not interact with who you're observing. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. So if you're still trying to figure out a place and a time you can do this, think about somewhere you can put yourself and not really be noticed. I don't mean to be creepy, like don't be hiding in the bushes to not be noticed. But so things like parks, public areas where it will be expected for you to be will certainly help with that. A few of you have talked about doing observations on the job. Please remember, you shouldn't be interacting with your observation subjects, and you're going to need to be able to take notes. And in many cases, that's not something that's going to work. You're going to get interrupted. You're going to get asked to do something. You're going to have to interact with somebody who's part of this observation. So, there are a lot of opportunities, athletic events, concerts, gatherings at school, at the college. There are a lot of different options that you have. So for this week, there is the literature review. I've gotten a lot of questions about this. So please certainly refer to the literature review matrix that I posted. It's a very helpful way of organizing the information that you find in your article. So you should be researching a topic related to your observation report. So let's say that you observe children who are not yours on the playground. And you decide to research, let's say they're toddlers. Let's say you research social behavior in toddlers, for instance. Or maybe you look at conflicts with children because that's something you see in your observation or something you think you might see in your observation that you have scheduled. So you can go to the library's databases. You can use Summon if you want and do your search there. Remember that when you're doing these searches, you want to use terms. You do not want to type in a sentence like you do with Google. The databases don't work that way. Please make sure you've done your library activities, especially if you're having trouble with the library and doing your research. I'm glad to help if you're getting stuck. Miss O'Connor, our course librarian, is a wonderful resource. She can certainly help you as well. So you want to choose at least 3 sources, and you want to create your literature review. Your literature review should be formatted for APA. You do not need an abstract. You do not need a title page. You do not need to make this in MRAD format. Just use APA format for the document and the citations. The literature review is not just you going through and summarizing each of these sources. A literature review should be organized by topic rather than by article, and that's one of the reasons that the matrix that I provided for you from the NC State Writing and Speaking Tutorial Services site is so helpful. It shows you a way that you can kind of get all of that information together and present it. The idea of a literature review is to survey the available research on a particular topic, kind of looking at what's out there. And don't think about dodging the literature review. The literature review is going to be part of your observation report. So you're going to get feedback from me, and then you're going to be including this in the introduction of your observation report. So this isn't something that you can, just skip out on. You have to do it. Of course, remember to cite your sources. Remember, the APA guidelines, including the date after you introduce the author, including the date and the page numbers in the in-text citation if they are indeed available. Remember, too, when you're citing pages, you should be citing the actual article pages. So if your article appears on pages, 8 through 15 of the journal, citing page 1 or 2 isn't going to work, right? You need to look at that PDF and see which page that information came from. So most of these articles do have the option to download the PDF. Let's see. I think that covers most of the questions I've had. Of course, if you do have additional questions, please let me know. If there is interest, I'll be glad to do a collaborate session later this week. Just email me what you have questions about, what topics you'd like covered, and I'll certainly tackle that. I did want to mention that we have fall break next Monday and Tuesday. For those of you who attend seated classes, yay, you got to keep your fall break. Um, I will be out of the office and away from my email for most of next week. I'll be away from email starting on Sunday. I will be back on the grid on Friday. So if you need help, get it before then, please. And of course, you do not have any major assignments due while I'm gone. You will be working on your observation report, but it's not due until the following week. So I hope y'all are having a good week. Hang in there. We're about to crest the mountaintop. We're going to get done with the social sciences, and then we're going to jump into literature, which is going to be fun. Even if you don't think it is, it's going to be fun. And I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your week. Take care.